Yo, it's Guido coming at you with a Tactics Talk. How you doing? Good morning. Hope you have a fantastic day. Today, we're going to talk about something really important. I've been doing this a long time, trying to help people get better at the game. And today we're going to talk about, like the title says, what you're doing wrong. We're going to talk about what you're doing wrong, because you may not realize that you're doing this thing. There's several themes I think you can come up with that we talk about, where things I think you're doing wrong, right? Pushing bad flanks, not reacting to a falling flank, pushing into the enemy cap while your cap's in danger, things like that. But this is along those veins. This is one of those things that you're doing wrong, and I don't think it's a very well-known thing. All right. So I'm driving. I've spawned in with the chopper. This is a tier 7 heavy double barrel tank, because we got to have double barrels, auto loader, loader, reloaders, minigun, auto cannon tanks. That's what we got to have. That's pretty lucky. And that's also pretty lucky. Little angulation. But that's not it. That's not what we're talking about. We'll go ahead and go up here to the heavy brawl area. We've got some decent amount of help here, but they do have 3 of their 8s. And we are here with one? None? None of our 8s? Are we all 7s here? We got a 7? Nope, the Gawika. Yeah, no, the Gawika is a 7. Are we all 7s here? Fellas, we're all right. So the 7 Nation has showed up, and we've got the T-34. Purple Nurple is coming in. So we're just going to try to hold this, all right? But that's not the thing. I want you guys to just kind of pay attention to how this game goes. We'll discuss it as we go, because what I'm doing is not the thing that I'm talking about that's going to win games. There's I don't want to say it's a secret necessarily, but it is to some extent kind of a secret in that people don't know it. That's, I guess, right? Some do, because they execute this particular maneuver very well. It's pretty incredible, and it wins games, and if you're not doing it, you're doing it wrong, right? We're going to talk about today things that you need to do it right. And all of a sudden now we're in big old trouble, fellas. We have 3 of their 8s into Barask, potentially. And Purple Nurple is just slowly... Is he coming in immediately? I don't know. I think he got lost on the way to the fight. The XM57 says, I'm an assault TD, so I just do whatever I want. This is actually going pretty well for us in terms of taking hit points away from their 8s. Get him dead. You gotta like that. The Gawika got him. Awesome. Tier 7's representing. That's not the thing, though, fellas. Tried to sneak one in there. T-34 finally shuts that guy down, and we are up front fighting with our tier 7s. Put a shot into him. He kills the mighty Gawika, who did a really nice job. T-34, here comes Purple Nurple. I've been really lucky that the artillery hasn't paid attention to me, but that's not the thing. That's not the thing you're doing wrong, because there's not a whole lot you can do about that. And you would think getting up front here and doing the old double barrel shots, etc., is the thing. But that's not what I'm talking about. Now, I haven't really let the cat out of the bag yet, but I think you can start to pay attention to the minimap and understand where I'm coming from. The thing that you're doing wrong, that you're probably not doing in the game, that's really important. It's really important. It's not this. It's not winning your flank, tracking down a Barask. It's certainly not trying to chase this guy out and around here. It's not winning this flank and heading back to where the problem is. That's not it. It's not that. But there's a bit of a sign of it right there that you just saw. Just a small glimmer of the absolute genius kind of gameplay that if you're not doing it, you're probably doing it wrong. Right? You just saw it. I don't want to give it away. I don't want to give away the ghost here. I don't want people to... I don't want you really to come up with this before you get the full feeling of how amazing it is if you play the game in this one particular way, and if you're not, you're doing it wrong. And it's certainly not going into the middle and supporting the AT-15A, trying to track down a 160AG and a Panther. That's absolutely not it. No way. No way is that it. T-34 wandering around in the middle. That's not it. All right, find the Panther. Put a shot on him. He bounces. The AT Comes in and helps me. That's not it. Oh, that's unfortunate that we get a bounce and he gets a pen. Holy cow, now I'm in trouble. We got an object here. Gets another hit. Bummer. We kill him. Let's try to survive the 168G. Ouch. Probably need to fix. There we go. Fix the ammo rack. Probably should have gone into double shot. I did. Fantastic. We got it. And that's not it. That's not the thing you want to do. That is not the way, not the secret way I'm talking about. You're going to win this game. All right. In case you haven't figured it out, I want you to understand this is very important. In case you haven't figured out exactly what it is that wins games, what you need to do, fellas, the thing that you're not doing, that you're doing incorrectly, is nearly everything I just did was wrong. Absolutely. Do not do that kind of thing. Where you want to be if you're top tier, if you look at the mini-map, where you want to be, absolutely 1,000 billion %, is you want to be in your Progetto autoloader, right? You want to be right there. So any position like that on a map that's really close to spawn, but also too far away from spawn to kind of really be useful to anywhere else on the map. So close to spawn to protect spawn, but not so far forward that you can help any of the flanks. And then, well, here's the genius of it. The fantastic genius of it is what you saw. When the Barask made a break out in the open, somewhere relatively near the cap, you have a shot, and you got to kill. So absolutely shout out to the guy who's doing it right. I have to say, David Leopardo, just really giving us a clinic, fellas, on the thing that you need to do. If you're doing what I'm doing, you're doing it wrong. That's all I'm saying. To get it right, you're going to have to be behind the cap, not far enough forward to really help a flank, but far enough back that you're safe from, even if they try to cap, you can kind of hide in the back and then decap them. Or if somebody wanders in front of your gun, maybe take a shot. Be careful though, because the last thing you want to do is get spotted. Make sure you've got enough cover in case there's artillery in the game back there, so that maybe the Barask spotted him and then he can hide behind a building and there's no way the arty can do anything to you. And the best part about this, the thing that you're doing wrong, is you're losing too many hit points. See, look at me. I'm down hit points. I only have 470 left. The Progetto is full hit points. But there's absolutely beautiful. Look at that. So, killed the Tiger, the Kuro that moved in. You know, so the good news is he did 0 help for the south flank. You certainly, absolutely, 100%, 1 billion million % do not want your top tier medium to help any flank whatsoever. Certainly not the south one, where the enemy has quite a few tanks. That's bad. Because, let's think about it. If all the tier 8s on the enemy team, or most of them, the Chrysler, the Type, the Barask, and the XM57, and then the 168G, if all of those are nowhere near the other flank that you could have gone to, then that's good, because then that flank has all 7s and little stuff, and you don't want to take your top tier down there. And then if your team kills all the tier 8s, minus the Batchat 12T, then you absolutely do not want to bring your hit points into the game. Maybe use your vision, maybe use your speed and your auto loader, loader. Do not risk it for the biscuit. Stay back there, stay at the cap, make sure nobody gets there. If somebody shows up, maybe shoot them. If, say, a T-34, and for example, this is a good example here with me and the chopper. If a T-34 and a chopper are attempting to kind of clear out the middle, where you could kind of zip in there with all your firepower, don't. Just don't even think about it. Don't do it. Don't risk your tank. That's just dumb. Stay there. Stay at the cap. Stay behind it. Stay behind a building, and just hang out. And that's the thing I'm talking about. That is exactly what I'm talking about. You need to make sure that you're playing the game correctly. That you are. There you go. All right. And then when you do move, definitely click help. What? 100%. Click help, because it is time for you to get some help. All right, you've been back there carrying the team for the last 8 minutes and some change, carrying, and now you need some help. All right, so when you do move, F7 or no 7, right? 7, is that what it is, or F7? whichever one's help. I think it's F7, right? Just whatever the button is that you have probably. Actually, I'd put it on your mouse somewhere, like a button that you can get to, that you just click help as you move out. Help, help, help. Eventually it'll lock out, but then it'll reset, and then you can help, 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 help. Because you need help. Now is the time for help when the enemy team has been beat up. Absolutely fantastic. All right, so now there's an E25 running around to the north. You've got all your hit points in your Progetto, or most of them. He actually took a hit, it appears. You got 3 kills. He's carry. It's carry time, fellas. It's carry time. You waited. You were like Mel Gibson in Braveheart. You're just yelling, hold, hold, except you do it for like 10 minutes straight. You know what's unfortunate here? And if I had to actually throw out one mistake that the Progetto did while he was showing us exactly how you play this game, is he left too early, because now there's another guy near the cap and we're in danger. The cap's in danger. I think if he'd have stayed there, we might have cleaned up the Z25 faster, because I can't hit anything right here. So, you know, I hate to say it, when you're sort of watching what I would consider the perfect game unfold, you kind of hate to criticize that maybe they made a mistake somewhere along the way. But we'll, you know, in the idea of constant improvement that we have on the channel, where even good games we sort of want to analyze and make sure everything is fine, or make sure we can maybe come up with a learning point for the game, then we will do a small criticism, small point to ponder for our carry Progetto, that clearly he left too early. We still have 4 minutes. He could have sat back there and killed the E25, and we wouldn't have this issue where the E25 sort of snuck through and almost beat us on that game. And there you go. You know, proof in the pudding, guys. 4 kills, all his hit points left. Beautiful game. So you're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. What I need out of you guys is start thinking about when the countdown hits 0, you just go find a place that's safe. Keep it safe. Keep it secure. Maybe kill a few dudes. Like, if they get close to the cap, then do your thing. But make sure you can also hide behind the buildings as much as possible. And bonus points, absolute geniusness, if you're top tier in a mobile medium. I mean, whatever. Anybody can be in a bottom tier TD and hang out by the cap and guard it and get behind in those buildings. Nobody cares. Where you're really going to make your money, where you're really going to excel, the thing you're doing wrong is when you're a top tier medium. Absolutely, 100%. Most maps have these places by the caps where you can get behind in some cover. Take your auto-loading, high mobility, high DPM, or at least burst damage, good vision, top-tier medium, and absolutely 100% get back there in those buildings and, you know, get familiar with the buildings. Get close, get snuggly, get up in them kind of thing. Really, really enjoy it. And if people are barking at you in the chat, that's because they don't know. They don't understand. They haven't seen this video. They don't know that this is actually the thing that everybody's doing wrong. And if you do that, you come out with wins. All day long, fellas. All day long. So salute to you, David Leopardo. Absolutely genius game. There's no way we could have done it without you. Nearly lost. But thank God you know, without you forward, we nearly lost. So that was great that you were back there. Had you been forward, maybe we lose completely. But you stayed in the back. You held the base. You killed some near deads. Fantastic. Other than maybe leaving too soon because you almost let the E25 get through, which was very disappointing. But I guess we can't all be completely perfect, just mostly. I hope you guys enjoyed that video because it's really important that everyone understands this is how you play the game. Fantastic.